dropped its key lending rate this week, which led to a drop in mortgage rates. But as Gill reports, the industry isn't responding and realtors are being forced to adapt.
The for sale signs may be out, but most open houses are closed.
Welcome to this incredible sub-penthouse.
Some realtors are turning to virtual tours to lure buyers.
I'm only doing virtual tours of properties that are vacant. I'm not even listing my clients' properties who live in their homes, so I'm very cautious about how I'm working in this environment.
Spring is usually the busiest time to buy and sell property. Now the industry is preparing for a downturn.
If this all settles over the next little bit here, that summer and fall might just be a bit busier.
What a difference a virus can make. Before this health crisis, sales were booming in Canada's two hottest markets. In Vancouver, overall home sales in February were up 44.9% from last year, and a huge jump, 36.9%, from January. In Toronto, overall home sales in February were up 45.6% from a year ago, and up 14.8% compared to January.
We will have what we call a recession, but really it's a health crisis.
Economists predicted real estate would be strong in 2020, but they're being forced to change their forecast.
There's going to be fewer sellers in the market, but there's also fewer buyers as well, right? So you have the lower buying, lower selling activity in the market as households sort of sit back and buy, in many cases, not by choice.
That's because of job insecurity. Thousands of Canadians are out of work, and that uncertainty is putting real estate dreams on hold.
I have advised my clients who do live in their properties that this is not the time to list. Even though we are in the spring market when most people do want to list, and this is statistically the most active time of year, we are just going to hold tight until people can start going out of their homes and doing tours again.
And incredible views.
So this is the new reality, being the looky-loo online while stuck at home, waiting to sell or buy a new home. Gill, Global News, Vancouver.
If you're staying home because of the COVID-19 pandemic, you are not alone. More than 1/5 of the world's population is stuck within the four walls of their homes, either voluntarily or by force. Reggie Cecchini reports on how we're adapting to this new but temporary way of life behind closed doors.
As COVID-19 concerns impose social distancing on billions of people, the one thing we all have in common is time. And for many, it needs to be occupied. So we're all on a journey to figure out ways to make better use of it.
Welcome to #Dancing with Debbie Allen.
Like joining celebrities offering a personal dance party, or trying to lose yourself page after page after page.
Keeping a routine as much as you can is really great.
Isolation life has turned our homes into a map as we try to search for something new.
This is an opportunity again for us to exhibit some patience.
In a fast food and takeout world, many people have forgotten the simple art of preparing a meal.
Cooking is really, I say, a sensual experience. You taste it, you touch it, you smell it, you see it. But when you can connect with people, the experience you have around it, I think that's what's really brought people together.
Now, it's not just ingredients that are testing our creative sides.
There's one on abstract painting. There was one on making plastic sculptures.
The Vancouver Art Gallery, helping people turn their living room into a virtual studio.
Museums do more than preserve the past through objects. I think we play a very important role in shaping the future in our digital offerings.
While other famous museums bring their collections to a virtual audience. Finding childcare in a world of social distancing can also be a challenge, so kids are now learning the ups and downs of being home more often. Others are getting lost in the world of make-believe.
You're probably cozied up at home with your families.
Library systems like the one in Calgary offering story time and a chance to keep students interested in reading. Companies are also taking advantage of people's free time, some putting computer science coding classes into the palms of future coders' hands. And as the world watches the seconds tick by, waiting for some kind of good news, our homes provide us with new opportunities to reconnect with ourselves and our families. And who knows, self-isolation could also lead to a boom. In 2033, we may have a whole new group of teenagers known as Generation Quarantine. Reggie Cecchini, Global News, Washington.